course, part of the progressive group that met with President Biden at the White House yesterday. The White House called the meetings constructive. So did the president. He expressed urgency as far as getting to a final agreement before he heads overseas next week. And is that timeline realistic, would you say, given where the talks are right now?
Lindsay, we have to meet that timeline. The president spoke about the need for him to go to Glasgow with some deliverables. American leadership is at stake. Our leadership on climate is at stake. He looked at each of us in the eye and he said, I need this. He appealed to our patriotism. I believe the House will deliver and the Senate will deliver.
One of the most difficult things I believe about being in Congress has to be the fact that if you aren't already an individual who has a lot of resources and wealth and connections, then there's really only so much that you can do to push the needle forward. Although it is important, obviously, to fight, because that's how things do get pushed forward. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jackson White, co-founder and chief of content at Politiscope, and thank you for tuning in today to TYT. Now, Khanna really explains how they gotta work with what they can get. There's always things that the progressives can do more in Congress, push more, unite more, stand firm on being willing to shoot the hostage, you might want to say. Obviously, there's things that the Biden administration can do to hold people like Kirsten Sinema and Joe Manchin accountable and to threaten their careers, that if they don't get in line with what the people really want and deserve, that they're not going to have any careers. But this isn't the case most of the time, especially dealing with the Democrats.
So would you say that the goal for you is to fund more programs for a short period of time and then hope that they get extended again down the road?
Yes, not just my goal. I think that's the president's approach. If you look at what's in this bill, it has every American is going to get preschool. That's a big deal. We're going to have child care for every family. You're going to have this child allowance for working class and middle class families. Seniors are going to get dental, hearing, vision, and we're going to have massive investments in climate and renewable energy and new jobs. So there's a lot of good things in the bill, which is why progressives are willing to compromise, because we want these investments for the working class.
But can enough Democrats agree on that kind of framework?
I think so. And I'll tell you why. I've been skeptical in the past, but this time I saw the president is so deeply engaged. He's committed to this. He wants this done. He was going through line item by line item, the numbers. He is committed to getting the two holdout senators on board, and he's committed to hearing our concerns and striking a compromise. And I have confidence in him, given how engaged he now is.
The Democrats are running out of precious time to get anything significant done. They already let the $3.5 trillion proposal be argued down to $1.9 trillion. Let alone the opportunities that the Biden administration had to eliminate student loan debt, the opportunities that the supermajority had to do things like raise the minimum wage or do something more significant about police reform. The issues and the list go on and on for opportunities missed, which is typical of the Democratic Party. As Khanna explained, you have to take victories where you can, but with the midterms coming up so soon and the presidential elections shortly thereafter, it's really difficult to say what the Democrats are going to be able to do with a progressive base that isn't excited about them and independents who increasingly aren't excited about them either.